This
Another one is
conference will now be recorded.
Varun. Is it Varun? So another joined as DEL, Del, DELL. Who is this? Can I know your name, please? Hello. Can you unmute yourself and tell me your name, please? DELL, Del. Is it Varun? Hello. Hello. Are you able to hear me, Venkatesh?
Hi, Satya, I'm able to hear you. It's very clear.
Okay. Yeah, okay, fine. So another person, DL. Who is this?
No
Can I?
response.
Okay. So we are learning about dynamic sales. So majorly purchase process and sales process. So today what we will do, we'll create a purchase order. We'll create a purchase order for a new vendor and a new item. So last time we have created an item master. In item, we have created an item, and then for that specific item, how it is happening, inventory transactions. Let us understand. Okay. Yeah, can I know your name, please? You have just joined. Can you unmute yourself? Hello. Okay. Shall we we'll continue. I don't know what is his challenges. Thakur Ahmad. Okay. So let me create a new vendor and let us understand the purchase order process, how it is changing for like the whatever it is happening in the vendor and then in the item master. In both masters, how it will be impacted if it is doing, if you are doing a purchase order process. Let us understand. Okay. Little bit more insights about purchase order process. So what I'm doing, I'm creating a vendor, procurement and sourcing module, vendors, all vendor. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to USMF. So initially for practicing purpose, please do it from USMF. Later on, once you are strong, you can change this legal intent, we can do it. But for initial practicing purpose, try to do from USMF company. So I'm clicking on new. So here I'm entering just some number, vendor account number. So this vendor account number, you can map automatic number sequences or manual. You can understand this one later. We can have multiple, like two options. One is manual number sequence or automatic number sequence. If it is automatic number sequence, system will not allow you to enter manually. It will be automatically populated. If it is manual, you can enter the manually this vendor account. Okay. Next, organization is always type organization. Sometimes there may be a person. So the vendor account is, in general, it will be organization. Sometimes it may be a person. It may be a person. Okay. Suppose I am purchasing from John Enterprises. Some name. And vendor group is mandatory. We need to map. So this is the minimum setups to create a vendor account. To create a vendor account, vendor group is required. Vendor number will be automatically populated if you map automatic number sequence, or if it is a manual, you need to enter manual, and name of the organization. Okay, the types, there are two types. One is organization, one is person. So vendor is created. And whenever you are creating a vendor, be remember language should be populated automatically. This language will be populated from the company, from the company creation process. Actually, like in the legal entity, we will map the language that will be automatically populated. So Microsoft Dynamics supports, there are many languages. Microsoft supports many languages. So for practicing purpose, usually we'll map ENUS. If you have proper license from Microsoft, you can use the any language. In this, there are many languages available. So Arabic is also available. Look at this one. There are many languages. Now, one more important thing is currency. This currency will be automatically populated from the legal entity. Legal entity currency, accounting currency will be there. That currency will be populated automatically. If you want, you can change the currency. You can change the currency. So there are many fields. You will understand slowly those things. Majority fields are finance related. Some fields are T&L related also. You are going to learn like down the line. So vendor account, name, group, currency. And if you look at the transactions, it will be blank. Nothing will be there because this is a fresh vendor created, a new vendor is created. So we don't have any transactions related to this vendor account. If I click refresh, the vendor account is available here. 1005. Okay. At the same time, I will create a new item. But last Friday, we have created one item master. Let me show you that item master. Product information management. Products, released products. So one is procurement and sourcing. Vendors, all vendors. In the same manner, product information management. Products, released products. Okay. So we have created a vendor account already. In this, we have created 1005 and item released product. It is, we have created one chair last time. For this item, we did it already one item. We have purchased one item last Friday. So I will try to use the same item. So now let us understand one quantity is already purchased last Friday. Okay, so we'll continue with this one. So what I will do, I will create a purchase order and I will show you item master and vendor account in both. What are the changes happening for these two accounts? Okay, so let me take a duplicate. So I'm creating a purchase order. Procurement and fulfillment. Yeah. Yes, please.
What is the purpose of duplicate on? I mean,
So
without anything, it will already popping it up. Or...
So we can make it like this. We can open n number of browsers. I mean to say the same browser, n number of forms you can open. You can access from here. You can access from here. You can access from here.
It was about opening the form. That's all, right?
Yeah, just exactly. Instead of username and password entering instead of entering password, username, the link, I'm just taking the duplicate because already I have worked.
This
Yeah.
is available in D3, I mean, 365 or even older
Yeah,
versions. I mean,
it is
in
available
duplicate.
in it is available in D365 only. But whereas desktop application, if it is a 2012, actually how you are doing, you are clicking on this one, am I right? Icon.
Okay.
So that icon you can open a number of times. In 2012, you can double click directly item. Instead of that one, in this we can open like this duplicate. So in 2012 also you can open this application. Suppose I'm running my application here, and if I double click once again, one more form will be opened. Just like this one is there, am I right? I can open one more by clicking new.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
The same concept. Yeah, the same concept. We are opening directly, so that what happened, I can do purchase orders here and I can understand in the vendor master what is happening, the changes I can see, and I can see item master what are the changes here.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm going to this purchase order. I'm creating a new purchase order. So now I will select the vendor account which we have created just now. 1005, some John Enterprises. So click OK. Select the item, chair. I'm entering site and warehouse. Now I have created a purchase order. Is there any changes or is there any updates in vendor account? Let me verify. In vendor account, I'm clicking on transactions. It was not updated anything, nothing happened. I can refresh and I can see once again, is there any transactions? Nothing. And if I see balances, suppose the balance amount, nothing, because we have not done anything. It was not happened anything to the purchase order. Because of this purchase order in the vendor account, we don't have any transactions. That means there is no financial impacts. For vendor account, if it is financial impacts are happening, then only we can see the balances here. Now released product, if you go to chair, so if you go to transactions, it will show you two transactions. One is purchased status, another one is ordered status. This purchased status is last Friday we did it for one quantity, that is updated with the cost amount also. This is ordered, the status is ordered. The status is ordered. Now if I verify on hand inventory, for this on hand inventory, it is one quantity physical inventory, like this physical inventory. This is physical inventory, available physical. Okay, one more, ordered in total is available. So if you create a purchase order, what happens? Ordered in total will be updated. This is ordered in total means purchase order quantity. Ordered in total means purchase order quantity. So available for reservation, total availability is showing 2, but in my warehouse only one is available. Only one is available. This is, I have already updated purchase order invoice last Friday, and now I'm going to receive one quantity. I have given an order, I'm going to receive one quantity. Now if I'm doing confirmation, there will not be any change. So there will not be any changes. It is confirmed status. Now if you verify on hand inventory, refresh, it will not change anything. Same, it will be there. If you verify transactions, it will be the same. There is no change. Ordered, same status. There is no change in the transactions, item master or vendor account. In both, there will not be any changes. Now what I'm doing product receipt. I'm doing product receipt. Product receipt means I'm receiving the material from the vendor. I'm receiving the material from the vendor. Product receipt. So here, while receiving, definitely you will have one document number, that is vendor packing slip number. Whenever vendor is sending material, vendor will send the document, that is vendor dispatch document number or vendor packing slip number is product receipt number for us. So this is manual entry always. Whatever the material you are receiving, with that receive like material, you are going to receive the document. That document number you need to enter here. So here it is in the line details. It will show what is the items you are going to receive. So currently I have entered only one quantity with unit price is 200. I'm clicking OK. Now if you verify the vendor account, refresh. I'm just verifying the balances. Nothing will happen. 0. And if I verify transactions, there is no postings financially to the vendor account. If you verify on hand inventory, if I refresh, this on order total quantity will become 0 and it will update here. Look at this one. If I'm refreshing, I'm clicking refresh, then it is 0 because in my warehouse I have two quantity. Physical inventory means I have two quantity. So if I'm doing product receipt, what is happening? In the on hand inventory, it is increasing. It is increasing the on hand inventory. It was updated on hand inventory. Now, yeah.
Hi, this is Ajay. So right now you are telling that we have physical inventory as two quantity, right?
Yes.
But you just brought only one quantity, right? So
This
How
one
come?
is already purchased on Friday, last Friday, already
Oh,
existing quantity.
okay, I was not there. Okay,
Yeah. So that
okay.
is the reason. Yeah. Existing quantity is one. Now it is ordered in total. One is become like that. One is added to existing quantity. Okay. Now I'm doing invoicing. Click
Before
on
that, can we check transactions? Maybe.
yeah, sure. I'm refresh. I'm clicking refresh. Okay. You can verify 2-3 times, refresh. Now if you verify transactions, it will not update anything. It will be blank. If you verify balances, it will be blank. Nothing will be there.
Why the reason? There is no transactions, right? The reason?
Because whenever we are doing, so from last 2 days, 3 days, you have not joined the session, am I right, Ajay?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. Yeah. So purchase order creation, purchase order confirmation, product receipt, and then vendor invoice. So here there is no inventory update, no inventory, no financials. In this also there will not be anything, but whereas here inventory will be updated. No financials. Here financial postings will be updated.
Thank you for the information.
Yeah. So actually last 2-3 days I have discussed what I thought everyone joined the last 2-3 days. That is the reason I skipped, but definitely it is important. We should know. So these are the steps. So here, as I told you, no financial postings, but there will be temporary postings. This we'll discuss later. It is a part of finance. To be frankly, finance and T&L team, SCM team and finance team, both together, you will learn this one. I'm telling you contradictory statements, like no financial postings, but temporary postings. Actually, this is not a temporary posting. This is a permanent postings only. But usually business people, they will use the temporary transactions. They will use the word temporary. What is this means? What is the contradictory statement? You will understand later. Okay, I will discuss this one later. Fine. Now, if I do in vendor invoice, then financial postings will be updated. So let me do that one. Invoice, generate invoice button. So I'm entering vendor invoice number. Invoice date is not mandatory, but it is best practice. Invoice number means vendor will send the document invoice, he will generate the invoice. That invoice we are updating in the system. And business people, they will verify the totals, whether it is the same amounts, whatever at the time of purchase order, whatever he has promised, the same amounts are coming or not, I will validate. Business people, they will they will validate the amount. This is inventory value. This is any charges, additional charges, transportation charges, insurance charges, or some other charges, loading, unloading charges. If it is any applicability, as of now, you don't know about this one. You will understand slowly later. Next, taxes. If it is any taxes, okay. Of course, this charges and taxes is a part of finance, but it should be, you also being a SCM consultant or T&L consultant, you should know a little bit about this one. I will explain you these things later, not now. So the total amount, invoice amount is, so this should be validated by business people. The invoice copy which is received from the vendor is the same as this amount or not, verify. If it is any variations, there are different options are available, that is matching principles, that you will understand later. But as of now, both are same. Suppose everything is fine. Now click on update match status. It will show past. Earlier it is not performed, now it is past. Now you can click on post. If it is a deviations are there like 10%, 5%, 3%, 15%, how it will be like how to act on that one, you will understand later, not now.
Hi, Satya.
Yeah, yes, please.
One small thing. See, this whatever we are learning is from AX perspective, right? In general, this is T&L domain wise. Is it possible that you can have a very short information on the SCM works? I don't know whether it is right to ask, but still, hope you got my question.
I'm not clear about your question, I'm sorry.
No, domain wise, the purchase process.
Yeah. So see, you need to learn always, whenever you are learning, always you need to learn two areas. One is domain, another one is AX, or nowadays it is called as F&O. Okay, so here this is how to operate your learning. And domain knowledge, you are going to learn why, what, where, which, and when. So these two combinations only you can become a functional consultant. Always. Of course, this is mandatory, but this priority is 40%, 60% is this also. Because if you are a functional consultant, you need to speak with the opposite person in business language a lot. So in my teaching, this will be together always. And a little bit technical knowledge is maybe a 5% something. Technical knowledge is 5%, means here I'm talking about go to this tab or fast tab. That terminologies we should know. Fast tab, drop down, radio button, these things also. So these three combinations only you can become a functional consultant. Many people will think like, if I know this one, I can become a functional consultant. But we need to understand this one, not only finance, any module. If you are working for any ERP, forget about Dynamics AX, any ERP, these are the combinations you need to have so that you can discuss with the opposite person in clear. Whether I have given answer your question, or is it different from your question? I think Venkat.
100%. I think this is. So what I'm asking is, well, you are already giving inputs, but that 60% domain knowledge has to be added while demonstrating out your inputs.
Yeah.
Any,
So,
any
yeah. Any? Yes, please.
anything, any guidelines to be followed, or it will always come with the, you are adding it with your AX oration.
Yeah, so here the way I'm speaking, you need to adapt to the same thing, and you need to speak in the same language. That's it. Because in the system it is product receipt is there. Okay, I'm using the word product receipt is also called, business people, they will use the word GRN, goods receipt note.
Yes, understood.
So these words you need to use. So if the business people are using the word GRN, if you are not aware of this GRN, he has spoken, suppose he spoke around 15 minutes or half an hour and he went away, then if you don't know about what is this GRN or MRN, you cannot understand what you want to do. Am I right?
Yes.
So that is the reason I will give importance to domain knowledge. That is the reason whenever I'm teaching, I will use the word business people like wordings and how to operate and technical. So that's why I will open the notepad and I will try to speak more about the words, business words in this. Okay. Yeah. So Ajay, actually, like from last 2-3 days, I have explained a lot about this process, business process.
Okay.
So if you paid fee, then definitely you will get access for those links. It is not complex, simple only. You can go through that videos.
Yeah,
Okay?
definitely, Satya. Yeah, that would be helpful. So here you are saying that the AX terminology might be different and compared to the customer or end user terminology. So
Yes.
you are giving both terminologies to understand, like in case if we are trying to face the customer might use different terminology, but still we need to adapt those terminology into our Dynamics AX, right?
Exactly, you're right. You're right.
Okay.
Here, this is Dynamics AX is one product. If you are learning SAP, then it is SAP. If you are learning Oracle Labs or Labs, any ERP. I'm talking about any ERP. If you are going to do a like implementation, you need to learn these things also. It is not only Dynamics AX, it is ERP terminology. Like I mean to say, business people terminology.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, fine. So now we did it invoice. We have already invoiced. Now, if I verify vendor account, if I click on transactions, what is happening? Let us see. So there is one transaction is posted with the 200. That means I need to pay this much amount to the vendor. I need to pay this much of amount to the vendor account that is posted. Now, if you verify balance, it will update with 200. So it is minus. Minus means I need to pay. Minus means I need to pay. Positive means I need to collect. So that plus and minus, debit and credits is a more about finance, debits and credits. So finance people should know very much clear. But for you, it is only one transaction is updated, means vendor account is posted with this transaction. Now, is there any impact on inventory? Let us see on the on hand quantity. So let me go to on hand. In this, if I verify transactions, now it is purchased. It is purchased. Actually, mid-level, whenever I am doing product receipt, at that time I need to show you, but I missed. Once again, I will do it and I will show you. Now, what happens? The value also, cost amount also updated, and it is purchased. Earlier, it is on order, like ordered, but now it was status is changed to purchased. Let me show you one more transaction and let us understand. I'm creating a new, once again, new purchase order. So this is statuses you need to understand very keenly, like very much keenly you need to understand the in detailed what is the changes happening. So let me select once again vendor account 1005. Click OK. Otherwise, you can select site and warehouse here or in the line details. Your wish. You can select here or in the line details. Whenever you are doing, you can enter. So I'm selecting here. Suppose whenever I'm selecting warehouse, automatically site is filled. Site and warehouse is mandatory. Okay, I'm clicking OK. Suppose I'm selecting the chair once again, the item which we have created on Friday. Now what I'm doing, I will do for 3 quantity. Now, as I told you, vendor will not be updated any transactions now, because at the time of invoice only, vendor transactions will be updated. So there will not be any impact. There will not be any impact in balance also. It is only 200, whatever it was posted earlier. There is no impact on like vendor transactions. But if I verify on hand, if I refresh, it will update ordered in total. 2 quantity. Look at this one. 3 quantity.
But Satya, I have a question here.
Yeah.
So you just created the purchase order, but you haven't confirmed it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So even though it is not confirmed, it will update ordered in total. It will update
Oh,
ordered in total.
okay, got it. Okay.
So now if you verify the transactions, it will
Nothing.
show ordered. It is
Okay.
initially ordered
Okay.
quantity. Now I will do confirmation. So without confirmation, I cannot do product receipt.
Okay.
Cannot do product receipt. And there is some more steps also. Approved, before approved, there is a draft status, in review status, that you will understand later, not now. You will understand some more details later. Now confirmation is mandatory. I'm doing confirmation. With this confirmation, in vendor there is no changes. There will not be any changes. As I told you, this will be updated at the time of invoice only. The transactions will be updated. Now if you verify on hand inventory, there is no change. It is still ordered only. There is no change. Ordered only. Now the ordered quantity, 2 quantity, 3 quantity, whatever you have entered, it is showing ordered in total. Now I will do product receipt. I'm doing product. So I'm entering product receipt 170. Okay. Click OK. Can you mute yourself, please? If you are not speaking, please mute yourself. So I did product receipt now. So as I told you, there is no changes in the vendor account. There will not be any changes. It is vendor account will be updated at the time of invoice only. It will be updated, the financial postings. But if you verify on hand inventory, it will update this 3 quantity here, because this is product receipt, means I have received the material. I have received the material from the vendor, that is GRN. Product receipt is also called GRN, goods receipt note, or material receipt note. Both are same. So business people, they will use the word sometimes GRN, sometimes MRN. GRN means goods receipt note, MRN means material receipt note. I have updated GRN. They will use the word I have updated GRN. So that means you need to understand product receipt is updated. Fine. So now if you verify, if you refresh, it is received status. It is received status. Now if I verify on hand inventory, this 3 quantity will be updated here. Now let me click on refresh. It is updated. Now if you verify the transactions, earlier it is ordered, purchase order status is ordered. Now it was received, because you have received material, and cost amount is not updated till now. And if you look at this dates, it is, there is 2 dates, physical date and financial date. So physical date means at the time of product receipt, whatever it is posting, that is physical date. Financial date means invoice date. Physical postings, financial postings. Now invoice is not updated, so that is the reason it was not updated this date. And if it is like invoice is updated, then the status will be changed to purchased, and this status will be updated with the date, whatever the date you are going to do it. Let me do that one. Invoice. I'm doing invoice now. Generate invoice. So vendor invoice number 176, invoice date. Okay, as I told you, business people, they will verify this totals whether it is tallying or not. So 600 total amount, final amount is 600. Invoice total amount is 600. They will validate. Once it is validated, everything is fine, or if it is any deviations, then they will click on update match status. So if it is the matchings between purchase order versus invoice, if it is within the range of matching principles, then it will be passed. Otherwise, it will be failed. So those things, that is matching principles, three-way matching, two-way matching, total matching, charges matching, that you will understand later, not now. So currently there is no much change at the time of purchase order and at the time of invoice. The same. That is the reason it is passed. If it is passed, then we can click on post. Now, if you verify on-hand inventory, so physical quantity, in terms of quantity, there will not be any change. The same, there is no change. But if you click on the transactions, financial posting date is updated, and here it is, the status is purchased, and the cost amount also will be updated. So during this financial postings, the cost amount and vendor account also will be updated. If you look at the transactions and balance, if you look at the balance, it is, earlier it is 200, now it was 800. If you want to see the total transactions, you can click on the transactions. Here you can see the balances. Of course, this is a part of finance. Majorly finance people, they will handle this one. So it is, you should know, but it is not required in detail what is happening in the vendor invoice. But you need to be very much clear about inventory transactions. What is happening on the inventory side, you should be very much clear. So vendor side transactions and the financial, how to do the payment for these transactions will be handled by finance team. So understood little bit, at least. Slowly we are learning little bit insights. Last 2 days. Yeah. Yes, please.
As I told earlier, everything looks very easy, but I think when we really practice, we will be finding some small difficulties. But on one more thing, I just want to ask: when you were generating the invoice, you told that vendor is going to give the invoice number. Similarly, I found you entering the invoice date physically. But is it we have to, should we enter the invoice date physically, or because it is coming from vendor it has been done, or will it automatically update the date? Since we are doing it today, should we give it physically? I mean manually. Update it automatically from us, because the date is also encrypted here.
So let me show you once again. Give me 1 minute. I'm creating a new purchase order once again. While doing invoicing, we have 3 dates. Let me show you. Actually, that is a part of finance, but let us understand. So I'm selecting the same vendor, whatever we have created. So I'm selecting site and warehouse here. Click OK. So I'm selecting the item chair, which we have created on Friday. Suppose 2 quantity. I'm entering 2 quantity. I have created a purchase order and I'm doing confirmation. So look at the status. approved status will be changed to confirmed. This is purchase order status. You will understand slowly. Status is confirmed. Okay, now I'm doing invoice, product receipt first. So you need to understand the status changes, everything, whatever I'm showing you, those things we should know clearly. So I'm clicking OK. Now during invoice, what is the date? Okay, let us understand. So I'm doing invoice, click generate invoice. So now I'm just showing you the transactions, what is happening. So product receipt is updated, received to quantity. This is date is fine. Now during invoice, I have entered vendor invoice number. Now here, this is the date, is the transaction date. This is not this invoice date. This date is vendor generated date. I mean to say, suppose vendor has material sent yesterday, and then you will enter this date is yesterday date. So suppose it is not mandatory, I have not entered. This is the transaction posting date. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the transaction posting date. Now I can skip this one, it is not mandatory. This is mandatory. Now I am skipping this invoice date. Then invoice date is vendor generated date. So I'm just clicking totals, I'm verifying.
One second.
So
Question is, this invoice date will not populate automatically, right?
No, it will not update because I don't know vendor has generated yesterday, day before yesterday, or 1 week before, or today. I don't know.
Okay.
This is our transaction date. Today we are posting. Clear?
Clear.
Because if it is populated, it will create problems. You need to remember to modify. If you forgot, then it will post the wrong data. Rather than wrong data, it will not be filled by default. That you need to define whether invoice is generated by vendor yesterday or day before yesterday or 3 days before or 10 days before or even 1 month back. Clear? Sometimes I'm user business people, usually they will enter this invoice date, but sometimes they may skip it and they have validated total and they have updated match status. So it is passed. Now invoice date is not updated, no issues. Actually, usually business people, they will update the date, but sometimes they may miss it. It was posted. Now if you verify the transactions, if you refresh, this is posting date will be updated. Clear, Venkat? I hope it is clear, right? Okay, fine. So we understood, like whenever you are doing a purchase order, little bit more insights about the transactions level at the time of inventory. So in the during inventory, there is some changes happening for this item master. That changes we understood two topics, important topics. One is on hand inventory, how it is changing, and what is the changes in the transaction. These two are most important you need to observe. One is on hand inventory, another one is transactions. Okay, and the financial postings will be updated at the time of invoice only. At the time of invoice only, the financial postings will be updated. Okay, financial postings will be updated at the time of invoice. That means the financial transactions will be, you can see from the vendor after invoicing only. Before that, you cannot do anything. Okay, let us quickly see the same type in the customer side. Okay, if it is completed, that is fine. If it is not completed, we'll see on tomorrow, no problem. Let me go to sales and marketing. This is sales and marketing. Customers, all customers. We'll create one customer account, and we'll see how it is happening for the item related transactions and customer related transactions. If it is a sales order invoice, sales order creation, so I don't want to mix here, it will be confusion to every mind. Earlier screens it is there. Sales order creation, sales order confirmation, it is not mandatory, it is optional only. In purchase order confirmation, it is mandatory. This is mandatory, whereas here it is optional. We have already discussed about this one. Ajay, you can go through your the previous videos. 3 to 3 videos are there. You can go to that video.
Okay.
Okay, there is a lot of discussion happening. Next, packing. So this packing slip is also called delivery challan. They will use the business people, they will use the word DC a lot. DC means delivery challan or delivery order, DO, or delivery note or issue, all are same. Next, customer invoice. So actually this is invoice to customer. You are generating invoice to the customer. This is same like here. Financial postings will be updated at the time of invoice. At the time of invoice, the financial postings will be updated, and inventory will be updated at the time of packing slip. So inventory will be updated means minus will be updated because you are dispatching the material. You are dispatching the material during packing slip. You are sending the material to the customer. That is, inventory will be updated means deducted here. Inventory will be deducted. Let us see that one. So I'm creating a new customer account for understanding purpose. Suppose US042 I will create. Okay, suppose Radha Electronics, something I'm creating. Okay, here also the organization types are two. One is organization and a person, both are available. So I'm selecting customer group, and downside if you click save. So US042 I have created a customer. For this customer I will do a sales order. So sales and marketing, always click on collapse and sales orders, all sales orders, so that it can be easy for you. So later on, actually there is a shortcut. I mean to say, you can type here. Automatically it will show. But initially don't depend on this one. Try to create from the menu item. Try to adapt this one first, this process. Then you can, if you are confusing, you can type here. That is the second option. So for practicing purpose, my suggestion is this is you need to learn from where the menu item is opening. Always this is the best practice. Okay, first you learn this one. So typing in the search is very simple, whereas in 2012 it is not available. In D365 it is available, this search. Okay, in 2012 you need to do from here only, from menus only. Okay, I'm clicking new. In detail we'll see tomorrow, but let me show you at a high level about this sales order process. I'm selecting the customer account US 042, whatever we have created, a new customer. I'm selecting this one. Site and warehouse. As I told you, this one you can select in the downside or here also. While creating a, like while selecting item master, you can select site and warehouse, or you can select here also. I'm selecting chairs. I'm sorry. Suppose one quantity, and I have not entered any price, so it is zero price will come. You need to enter the sales price. So I'm entering at the rate of 300. So where we can enter this sales price, I will show you tomorrow. Next, if you verify now on hand inventory, it will show on order, it is showing 1. This is ordered in total, this is on order, this is purchase order quantity, this is sales order quantity. So we can do confirmation. It is not mandatory process, we can proceed without also. So we can do packing slip directly, but I'm doing confirmation. It is optional only in the sales process. So I'm clicking OK. Click OK. Always in the sales process, it will tell you like you are not taking a printout, you are not taking a printout, because sales process means we are generating documents. So we need to generate and we need to submit to the customer. So pick and pack, post packing slip. So in this process, there is no change as of now. Look at this one, on hand inventory. It is, if you refresh, it is same. Now if I'm doing packing slip, if I update, what happens? This will be disappeared, and from 7 it will update -1. That means it will become 6. Let us understand. Click OK. I have entered only positive quantity, one quantity. So it is telling like you have not taken a printout, so no issues. In real-time scenario, we need to take a printout of this document. Now if you verify on hand inventory, if I refresh, it will become 7 minus 1, it will become 6. What happened in the transactions, it will update. So in detail tomorrow we'll see, but stock will be deducted at the time of packing slip. Stock was deducted at the time of packing slip, -1 quantity. Okay, so invoicing we'll see tomorrow, and the customer transactions. As of now, there will not be any transactions. If you verify the balance, it will be 0 only. There is no transactions posted. Okay, it was not updated. At the time of invoicing, it will update the transactions. So I will do this one tomorrow. Otherwise, let me do invoice also in fraction of seconds. I can do it. I'm doing invoice. Click OK. Okay. Now, if you verify on hand inventory transactions, invoice date will be updated. this status will be become sold. Now if you verify the transactions, if you click on refresh, balance will be updated and the transactions also enabled. Now this is 300. I need to collect money from the customer. Same here also. It will update the transactions. Okay. If it is any more details required, further more details about sales order process, we'll see tomorrow. Is it clear as of now? Purchase order process and sales order process, the high level information. Still we need to learn a lot. Okay, fine.
So Satya, just a recap.
Yeah.
So looks like you created the item in previous classes, right?
Yeah.
And also vendor you created. And in today's class, you just created the purchase order and used the inventory, and you did the confirmation and product receipt, and you posted the invoice.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, so how many classes done so far?
Four classes. Those four classes are the same concept, but in detail. Suppose why we are doing this one.
Okay.
What is the purpose? We need to understand in detail. That will be available in the previous classes.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm not sure how to connect to the application like AX.
Okay.
Because
yeah, we will discuss tomorrow morning on that one. Like there are multiple options. Like what is the way you want to do it? I will tell you the ways, and we'll discuss tomorrow morning. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Anything else? Anyone?
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Welcome. See you. Bye. We'll connect once again tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. IST. Fine. See you. Bye.